Welcome everyone. This is a tarot reading for the sign of Aries. So as you can see, I've already shuffled all of your cards and they are laid out in little piles, like so, and I'm basically ready to get going with your reading. The place where I want to start though is this little pile right here. We're going to start with your recent past, okay? And then we're going to work our way to the future, which is going to be this little pile here, but I'll explain more about each one of these positions as I go. So let's just go ahead and get started because I don't want to take too much time. So the first position here in the recent past, I have the Magician card. So this is you guys putting your skills into use, basically, or having to use your skills. Okay, and then we also have Mercury. So it could be that you're a salesman, maybe you're good at selling because Mercury, mercantilism, right? Mercury is about exchange. So either you are putting your skills to sell something, to buy something, or to exchange something. This would also apply, like, I don't know, maybe you're just an Uber driver, right? But you're really good at it, so you're putting your skills into it. Anything like that. Let me see if I can get more specifics on this for you, Aries. Can I get any more information on this Magician with the Mercury card? Now, if this isn't really resonating for you, I could just be picking up on somebody around you, just energy that is tied to you in some way. It could be just a person that's near you or relevant to you, anything like that too. So tell me more about this Magician with this Mercury card in the recent past. Okay, I have Virgo, which is interesting. I'm just getting like aesthetics. Hold on. Let me just draw more cards before I jump to conclusions here, because this is going to tell me a little more also. So I have Mars, the number 4, and the number 1. Yeah, this is like stuff, honestly. It's like objects. So either you're pawning objects, like you're buying and selling objects. Maybe you got a shop on eBay. Maybe you're selling things, buying things. It could just be that you're buying things with an intention to do something with them too. And it's just very specific intention with Virgo showing up here too. It's like specific dollar amounts, specific sales. Yeah, and with the number 4, it could just be that there's your objects involved. Objects, physical things, you know, could be any object. On the bottom is the mask, which again tells me it's like something kind of obvious, like on the surface. Let's keep going here because this could be anything. I mean, people are buying and selling things every day, but this has definitely got a purposeful intention that utilizes your skills behind it with the Magician. Okay, let's take a look at the next position. I'm gonna look here, which is the position of the head. This is gonna tell me what your thoughts are, but now we've moved into the present, okay? So in the present moment, but specifically what you guys are thinking about. So Aries, we have Temperance and we have Uranus. So this is almost like trying to calm yourself down after coming up with a really amazing idea and being like, okay, hold on, this is like all good, but I gotta actually go from A to B to C, you know? This is like light bulb moment, but then having to take a stop to really think about all the steps. Ingenuity. It's almost like, just trying to take things slow in light of just having something really good in mind, really ingenious, coming up with just a genius idea. I feel like you guys have come up with a genius idea and that's what you're working on, but you're trying to take it one step at a time. You know, you're trying to be realistic about it and make sure that it's something that's sustainable and doable. That's what you're thinking about because you want to be successful. We have the King on the bottom. And then other cards, just to delve a little bit deeper to see if I can get any more information here. We have the 8, Capricorn, and Taurus. Wow. So this is definitely building a legacy. Building a legacy for yourself, like money-wise, property-wise, career-wise. But this all stems from some sort of ingenious idea that you're trying to just take your time with. And again, going back to the recent past, it could be the thing that either you've been purchasing for, that you've been... Mercury is also talking to people. So it could be that you've been communicating with people about, right? Whatever this idea was. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, Aries, so let's take a look at the position of the hand. This tells me what you guys are actually doing at the moment, what actions you're taking. We have the Page of Wands, and coupled with the Oracle card, that's a volcano. So this is a lot of freaking passion. This is could be sexual passion, could be just fervor, physical passion, right? Like physical energy. It could have, I feel like this is probably just has to do with this whole project because you're probably just putting a lot of physical energy into it. Let me see what else I get for oracle cards. But this is a lot of physical energy, a lot of passion, the 5. Exertion. That's what just popped into my head, exertion. Because it's a lot of work. Whatever this project is, this idea, it is going to be a lot of work, and that's the reason why you're approaching it with temperance, is because you're like, I really got to take my time. This has got to be a sustainable process because it's a lot of work. I can't try to do it all at once, right? Let's see what else is underneath. So we have the 7, we have the brain or the mind, and then we have the crown. This is, again, okay, so this is like, I got to make this sustainable. I have to make this sustainable because I want this thing. So the crown is the prize. The mind is kind of obvious. It's almost referring really back to this position. And then the number 7 is what we've been working on and what we've put our energy into. It's our karma, number 7. We're really trying to figure out a way to get this thing that we're passionate about. We're really trying to figure out a way. And a way to make it possible. A way to make it like we can actually achieve these steps to get it. Putting a lot of work into it. Let's see what else we have here. So in the last position here is the position of the heart. This is the last position in the present moment. And then we're going to move on to the future. So let's take a look. This tells me how you guys are feeling about the situation. And you guys are feeling like absolute shit. You're feeling you're feeling devastated. Feeling totally devastated. I don't know why you're feeling devastated because I feel like maybe you've just reached a breaking point with the volcano where you've tried to do things one step at a time, but it's like maybe there's too many steps. Maybe each step is so much work. But you're almost feeling like you're about to give up. That's how I feel about this. You're feeling like, wow, like it's too much work and it's too many things to do. There's too many elements for one person. And maybe you can't do it alone. Let's take a look at what's coming up in the future. I feel like you can do it. I feel like you can do this, but this is how you guys are feeling at the moment. You're feeling like maybe you're about to give up. Let's take a look at the future. This is the short-term future. So we have the 3 of Wands, and we have Scorpio. This is still not really making a whole lot of headway, unfortunately. Why aren't we making headway? I think it's just because you can't try to do too much at once. You've either been trying to do too much at once, or something about your strategy has been unsustainable, or not paced correctly. That's how I want to say it. Some of your strategy is not paced correctly, and in the short term, there is no progress. It kind of goes hand in hand with the Tower here. You feel like you are ready to give up, and it's going to continue. And I feel like it's because in the short-term future, you still aren't really making progress. Tell me more about this 3 of Wands with Scorpio. Why aren't we still making progress? I feel like this actually hits you guys pretty hard. Not being successful because you've been putting so much work into whatever it is you've been doing. It hits you pretty hard. Not getting the returns, and it brings you back to this devastated feeling. I got a lot of cards just fly out here. So we got Virgo coming out again. We have the Road. And then we have the Rabbit, the number 6, with the Nut here. This is all about money. This is all about money, all about resources, all about finances, but also all about investments. So maybe that is part of the situation. Again, going back to Mercury in the very beginning, exchange, investments. Maybe you don't have the investments yet. You haven't found them yet. But you will. Why? Because Virgo is with the Road. It's just finding the right person. It's a very specific person. Very specific person, very specific situation that's going to help you with whatever project is that's been this genius idea that you've been working on, but then that also has kind of like petered out and it had a problem with regards to the pacing of it. Okay, I'm gonna pick all these up and let's just pull advice. So, you know, hopefully this resonated with you guys on some level, but if it didn't, then, you know, just wait a sec, maybe we'll pull a clear-cut advice that you guys can make use of. Can I have some advice for my Aries sign with regards to the reading or not? We'll leave it open, you know, in case there's something else maybe we can touch upon. Can I have some advice for my Aries signs? Anything else that my Aries should be doing, aware of, focused on pertaining to the reading or just in general? Any advice for my Aries? Oh, there you go. 5 of Wands. Wow, with the 3 of Wands on the bottom. Whatever it is, whatever this idea is, or whatever track you're on, it's not easy. It just isn't easy. There's no beating around the bush, you know? It's just not easy. Let's see what else is here. Queen of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. Either, and I feel like you know this, or on some level you knew this when you signed up for it, that this idea was going to take a lot of work. You knew it, or maybe you're just becoming aware of it. It's going to take a lot of time, a lot of consistent work and effort with the Knight of Pentacles, and also Queen of Swords is like just being aware of the fact that this isn't easy. I think this is bringing the advice, because this is advice, right? So the advice is be aware. It's like, it just is what it is. Whatever you're trying to do right now is not easy. It is what it is. So just maybe being aware of the fact that it's not easy is almost like, give yourself like a pat on the back for that. You know, you are dealing with a situation that's not easy. So it shouldn't be easy. And maybe you just need to prepare yourself for that. And that'll help you, you know, get through that. A lot of times just being prepared helps. And with the Knight of Pentacles, it also has like this sort of like endurance quality to it with the Knight of Pentacles. You got to kind of like endure through this. Tell me about the... Okay, wow, endure through this, get through it. The foot. Just get through it. It's temporary. That's what the foot's saying here. It is temporary. The number 8, also a number for speed. 8 of Wands on the tarot deck is a number for speed. So again, it's kind of like saying this situation is temporary. Don't get, and it's, now I'm going to go back to the reading because remember, you guys are feeling like giving up. So I think that going back to the advice here, it's like, don't give up. You signed up for something that wasn't easy. And it is temporary. Oh my God. And look what's on the freaking bottom. I can't make this stuff up. The hourglass. Temporary. That's the advice. All right? If you can tell yourself it's temporary, you can get through this. It's just a period that is difficult. That's it. That's all. Let's see what else is on the bottom. Just because I'm a little bit curious. Sorry, not on the bottom. I just want to dig further into the deck to see if there's anything else I can dig out of this reading for more information. We got the throne. We got the number 2. This is going to be the last cards, I promise. And then the bed. The throne, the 2, and the bed. You do need pacing. This is going back to the pacing, right? There are periods where you need rest. And there are periods where you need to take the position of, you know, sit on the throne. But in this case, this is more of like take the stance of that entrepreneur. So there's a time to be the entrepreneur, you, and there's a time to be the relaxed you. So this is juggling both of those things. Because there is a time for relaxation, and there's a pacing to this situation that you have to get through that's going to help you. Pacing is important for whatever it is you're trying to get through. Knight of Pentacles, all about pacing. In fact, Knight of Pentacles is usually about slow and steady with regards to pacing, okay? So guys, that is your reading for today, Aries. Thank you guys so much for taking an interest in my videos. I really appreciate y'all. If this reading did resonate, please press the like button for me. That helps me out. And I will see you in a couple of weeks.